all slept well last night. So I woke up this morning. I put a watch list in the group. I saw a few stocks here and there. Then I see CTIB pop up. Before 7 o'clock, wasn't much going on. So I watched and I watched and I watched. Then all of a sudden, it has a big move on the 15-minute chart, which is right here, where it popped to new high, right? The first green candle that passes the new high, that's the buy-in point. So I bought in right here. I'm just watching it. I looked at the MACD, it was moving well. The RSI, it made a surge. I looked for news, there is no news. Then look back at the float, I saw it's 4 million shares being traded, 4.5 million. I looked at the volume, at that point it was 400,000 shares traded a minute. Then I went to the 5 minute to see where my buy-in point would be. So I got here, check it out. At that point, it already went 5, 10, 15 minutes. So again, my goal every day is only $100. However, this stock here is leading gapper of the day. It's a Chinese stock, so it may do a little better than that $100 mark I'm looking for. I don't plan on trading this too long. If you look for news on it, you find it nowhere. If you look at the 180-day 4-hour chart, you'll see back here in June 12th. June 12th, the stock was $12.45. So in between that, it pulled back, consolidated. Nothing happened at all. Then today, it makes a move. So the first resistance on the stock is actually 680. Next resistance on the stock is going to be 910. So we have two channels to hit to. The first resistance, it just passed. You see here. So next is this 687. Then after that, it's at 910. So I'm going to watch for a little bit. Look at level 2. Sellers taking profit. Again, 7 a.m. Thinkorswim platforms and US platforms are available to trade. I think sites like Webull and whatnot, they are, I think, like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm not sure the time frame. Then you look at Robinhood, those are 8:30 a.m. So I'm gonna just watch here for a minute, look at my phone and find some other stuff what's going on because my screen is being used to record, so I can't do that. However, I go to my charts, so I can watch it here as well. So with alerts, I used to put alerts in here, right? I put alert, price I want to buy, price I want to sell, right? But the problem is with alerts, pre-market, they don't work. So you can't do alerts pre-market. So I have to focus on the screen at this very moment. This morning also, IBIO made a little move, but it pulled back immediately. So I'm keeping an eye on that. CBLI on watch list. So far, no volume going right now, but it just may change pretty soon. BNED also has a breakout potential as well. As you see, yesterday yesterday market closing, it made a little move and it stopped. So I'm just watching right now some stocks. It's not really much going on, but it's leading gap of the day, the CTIB, which means everyone watching the stock as well, as well as me. So, let me go backwards. So my name is Joe, of course, and I am not giving anybody financial advice. I'm just showing you what I see and how I trade, so don't take it as such. If you're going to trade any stock, do it because you want to do it, and do it because you see. So, look at Hertz. So Hertz is definitely a no-go. I wouldn't dare buy Hertz. Let me look at Hertz real quick. Before that, my sell point on CTIB is 515, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go higher than that. So I'm going to hold off a minute and just watch it. One big buyer come in, it's gone. So Hertz, if you see here, for the last 5 days, a straight decline. So today, well, let me go backwards. Usually a stock, when it fails or when it drops, it's like a 2-day losing streak at the max majority of the time. And then the third day, usually, it reverses. So look back here on the bottom right. For the last few days, straight decline. Ever since bankruptcy filed, which was on 6/17 time frame, straight decline. Decline there, up, decline there, which is odd. Usually don't go more than 2 days in a row. But here's a rebound right here at the bottom. So it's meaning this morning right now, you look at it closely, you can see it's everywhere. Overnight low this morning, 4:30 in the morning, it popped back up. Then it crossed the previous green candle for the high today, which is right now at 127. Stock is trash. I wouldn't trade it. Don't trust it. So I'm watching my charts right now. My CTIB, which I am currently in, is doing a small pullback. It's expected. Profit taken. Let's watch. I think I'm in at 465. I'm losing money, but I ain't tripping on that. 466. So let's see what happens. Again, I take away. I would take a 10% loss. So if I bought in at 466 and I have 900 shares. 900 shares. So my 10% loss is a little over $400. Now, of course, that ain't gonna happen, but that is my 10% loss. So I'm gonna just watch. Oh, I'm putting in the group right now that I bought in at 466. So anybody want to watch and see it for themselves in live time, you're gonna see what I see. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, because this is a freaking pre-market trade, everything you buy or sell has to be with the extension on it. So what I'm gonna do right now is go back to the trade platform, put in my sell order, and come back to the charts, and I can adjust it over here, my sell order up and down on this page right here. So I'm gonna do it now. 900 shares, uncheck the auto send, sell market, right? Edit this, limit, EXT. My mark is 5. Let me see, 5. I said 525, right? Look at it again. Yeah, my sell mark is gonna be 525. I can always adjust this sell order. Matter of fact, let me go high. We're gonna go 5. Wait, let's look at this right quick. This resistance, next resistance is right here, 550. So I'm gonna go 535, and I'm gonna save it. Let me go back over here to my auto send this. Let me go over to my charts again, and we're gonna watch for a minute. It might take a while. People just waking up, seeing this stock. As you can see here, it's almost 1 million shares being traded. No news, which is weird, right? But it has a gap to fill. We're gonna see what happens right here. With 4 million share float, 1 million shares traded, a Chinese stock at that, we should have a big move in this stock. As you know by now, Chinese stocks are very heavily manipulated. So when you see one make a big move, it usually continues with that move. Let's go to 5-minute chart on CTIB. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch it like this. So you'll see here 3 5-minute candles, straight bull, right? 1, 2. The third one though was indecisive. The next one was a buy. So the bottom is heavy and it's green candle, that's heavy buyers. If a top is red and the bottom is low, that's heavy sellers. So look here. I'm pretty sure this red candle here was profit taking. If this candle is green and passes this 464, my point is next stop. Remember, $half marks is the most resistance. Almost all the time. $half marks is the most resistance. Let's watch it live, see what happens. So if I take away from this 10% and I bought in at 466, right? 10% is 46 cents. So from my point, I do the math over here. So I bought in here at 466, right? And I want 10%, right? That's 46 cents, right? But if you add this right here, you'll see my selling point is 512. Now I could have easily did all this stuff without a calculator, but I wanted to show you for anybody who didn't know how to calculate fast enough. So my sell point is 512. However, I sold it, or going to sell it, at a little higher than that. My current sell is right here, which is 535. I can always adjust it up and down the axis, pull it up and down as long as I want to. However, there's no resistance. So I think it's gonna pop this $5 mark right here, right? Then it's gonna surge. And when it surges, I'm waiting right here. And I could look back over here at my trade and look at level 2s and the buy and sell orders and see all this, see all that. But level 3 alone showed you profit taking, right? You can't short it because it's hard to borrow or pay a premium to short it. And most traders ain't gonna pay that premium. It makes no sense. So I'm gonna just watch it right now. I'm gonna sit back in the background. I'm gonna look over my charts through my cell phone now because I can't use my computer, and watch what happens here. Again, if it passes right here, you see here, it ain't passed it yet. That's the move. $1.2 million shares being traded. I'm gonna go in the group right here and put in that mark, this 466. Well, I bought in that actually is the resistance. I don't like holding stocks more than 5 minutes because in my mind, the longer you hold it, the worse shape you're going to be in. But in this case, this stock is leading volume on the day and a leading gapper, so it's moving pretty good to be pre-market. And I don't ever buy stocks 7 in the morning. I try to buy them 8:30, 9 o'clock, or 9:30 even. But 7 in the morning, I rarely do that. And there go the distance part. See that point? I mark it and it's gone past it, right? I marked it right there. It blew past it. We need more volume though. Now, I could walked away with 10 cents, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's watch for the move. Let me go smaller. The 5-day high. We are at the 5-day high. Look at 20-day high. Again, June 12th right there. 12:45. And the question is, was it news on June 12th? Right? So let's go back. June 12th. Here we are. Yuhang CTI soars after completing a $5 million equity deal in Singapore-based investment fund. So it was news on June 12th. But this morning, so far, no news. But up here, CTIB shares rose 65.7% yesterday. Right. No news. Right. But again, the Chinese stock, which are heavily manipulated. And I know this. So I'm going to watch. So far, so good. Once it gains new support, rephrase that. Once that 466 mark becomes support, nothing but space. So a lot of times traders would get concerned, oh man, I'm losing, and hop out of it. I know better. I did that many times, and I'm aware that stocks move in waves, right? They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Profit taking happens. Freaking shareholders try to short a stock. Bulls try to pull the stock upwards. It's the market. Do your research. Uh, Follow trends. You look here even, you can see the bear flag. The bear flag, right? See the bear flag. Even this way, even. Trend line would tell you though. Trend line, let me draw one. Let me draw a trend line. Uh-oh. See that flag? Again, I don't draw trend lines and whatnot. I just wanted to show you what I see without even drawing a trend line. You also can tell consolidating as well. See consolidation? We basically go in the same channel, 469 to freaking 436 in that channel. What's going on here? Let's see. I look down here in the bottom over here, it hurts. See, I told you if I find a new high today. It passed that reverse right here, new high today, and it moved a little bit, but I wouldn't buy it. It's only moved up freaking 11 cents the whole morning. It probably has no volume on it. So sitting there, I'm looking at it, but I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to trade that. What plug at? I'm putting plug right here where IBO is at. See, plug is also in the watch list. I put it in at 7 this morning, so I put it in right about here at 670 mark. Look now, it took a big move. So you looked at it at 6:30, 7 o'clock rather, you would see that move. You probably got some of that move, but I didn't want that stock. I wanted to look something different, like CTIB. However, I could have bought this here at 7 o'clock, which is right here, approximately 676, and I could have rode the wave. Because even still, the first green candle that creates a new high today, right? Here go the first green, 645, 7, right there. New high. I could have bought it right there, 676, and rode the wave up to 719. But my situation was I would have held it only for 10% and looked from that point to get out. So 676, 10%, 67 cents, right? Which should be about 730. So I wouldn't get the point yet. I'll probably still be holding it, depending on what I see. And you look down the bottom here, you see Hertz still making a move, but I wouldn't buy it. I'm putting the group for someone else to buy if they want to, but me personally, I wouldn't buy it. So I'm put it in there. If you look up here, you can see that CTIB is fading a little bit. Uh, this profit taking is suspected. Remember, 7:30 in the morning. Uh, TOS and E Trade and Charles Schwab and whatnot start trading 7 in the morning. So people waking up yesterday taking their profits. Remember, yesterday evening when it closed, it was 236. So it's up quite a bit since yesterday closing. So waking in the morning, they get up in the morning time today, taking their profits and on to the next. Plus, no news, right? Yesterday closing was there. Overnight, 5 o'clock was there. Then it pulled back, consolidated. And here we are now this morning. What we got going on here? Let's see. KBSF. Check out that. KBSF. For this morning. Let's get back to this in a minute. I'm not concerned. KBSF. That's a 4-day. Hello. 5:15. There we go. 7:45 last night. Oh, 4 this morning was a high morning. Why did it jump so much this morning? Yesterday the close was freaking 235. Why I jumped this morning? No news again. KBSF shares rose. Trade climbing Tuesday 8%. No news again, but it rose. Look at the freaking 180-day 4-hour chart. It was $6.20 on June 12th as well. Must be a Chinese stock. Nope. What happened June 12th? June 12th. Oh, earnings. Let's see. Is there earnings? KBSF. No news again. Yet it took off. What's the gap? I had a gap to fill for some months prior to that. Look at the last year. Interesting. Volume on this thing. tussling around this thing right here. It's okay. Still tussling. And look at plug. Meanwhile, I put in the groups making the move. Remember, I would have bought it right here, 676, and my sell point is 740. Let's look. I didn't buy it. I'm in a small account making trades, but I would have bought it back here because a small account, I didn't want to buy 1,000 shares of $7 stock, so I didn't do that. What's going on in the market? Look at my cell phone. Now I watch 4 stocks at a time. I don't want to overdo it. I watch 4, but I only trade one at a time. I don't want to be overwhelmed, so I don't do that. And look at plug 730. Remember, my sell point would have been 740. Now watching it on the freaking the main trade, active trader, I would have looked at the resistance support. Look at plug, still going. Let me show you live what I'm looking at. See plug, 15-minute, straight incline. MACD, straight incline. RSI, straight incline. News, look at that. Maintains the buy on plug. Raises target to $14. See that? That's the news moving like this. It's probably going to pop large today because this right here alone is going to move the stock tremendously. Yep, there it is. Sale point would have been 740, but watching it live right now, I probably hold it past 740. This is too easy, man. Look at this. 739 and 740. Here I'd have watched a little more before I sold it. I would have watched, I would have held. The first candle that drops turn red is my exit point. Let's go to 5-minute mark. It's too easy, man. Look at that. Straight incline. That's crazy. Remember, I put in the group at 7 o'clock. I was watching it. I put in the group again when it's $7.19. It's making the move. What phrase that? 690. It's making the move. And here we are now at 744. Look at the price tag at right now. Profit taking right now. Now, it looks like it's very high right now, right? But it's not really. Last night closed 643. It's up $1 from yesterday, right? Which is not much. A little over, you can call it 17%. Yeah. Yeah. About 12%. But it's a whole dollar. So I've been out by now. Because I saw it fading. I'm looking, waiting for the fade. $740 again. I'm getting out. Got $740. Trying to pass $740. Hand on trigger would have been waiting to sell it. I've been waiting. I would have been waiting. Out right there. Bam. I would have sold right there. Gone. Now look at this. Watch it drop. It's getting weak. Yeah, I'd have been out 740 right there. I would have had enough by now. Let's see what happens next though. It inched up a little higher. Oh, I would have missed some money. I'd be like, well, I missed a couple cents. Every penny counts, right? But again, my sale point was 740 anyway, right? And I'd have bought in back 676. So I would have got 80 cents, almost 80 cents. But in the group, you saw it. CTIB, still over here dingling around a little bit. I'm nowhere near my 10%, so I'm not concerned about it. Let's see, IDEX. Let's get rid of Hertz. Here's the point here. So over here, I always say to people, don't be greedy, don't be greedy, don't be greedy, right? So me not being greedy would have got me out 740. So far, I would have missed 12 cents. It's okay. I would have made 72 cents. 1,000 shares, 700 bucks, right? 2,000 shares, 1,400 bucks, right? Hey, not bad at all, right? Looks like CTIB retracing those gains, right? I'm not concerned though. I'm watching. Let's clear my drawing set. Oh, here we go. IDEX. Now, for the last few days, IDEX made some powerful moves. My wife's friend told her to tell me to look at IDEX. So I looked at it and was wondering, why did it move so much? Why go from here on the 17th to 22nd, 398? It was no news nowhere. Yet the stock jumped almost 300%. Well, was 300%. So my concern is either A, it was inside trading going on, or B, some kind of pump group or somewhere said buy this stock. So everybody bought this stock and ran the price up tremendously. Or C, it could have been previous high of the day gap fill. Look at plug right here. See plug? It's fading now. 736. Remember, I would have sold at 740. So technically right now, I would have missed only 12 cents. Let's look here at the 180-day 4-hour chart right here on this freaking IDEX. Yeah, about the 1 year and 1 month. Interesting. It's the highest it's been this year. Well, in the whole year time frame. Let's look at this 10-year 1 month. Yeah. Yep. And you look at the earnings, lost on earnings, made, lost on earnings, lost on earnings. So here it is. So it lost on earnings, yet and still, it went up 300%. This thing was freaking 33 cents right here. What was this? In the beginning of June, this thing was 34 cents, 33 cents at the beginning of June. And then from June on, straight incline. A little pullback here happening. So, yesterday it pulled back. Today it's pulling back. Rephrase that. 2 days ago it pulled back. Yesterday it pulled back. Today it went in reverse. Look like we're going to see. the video getting kind of long, so I'm gonna stop the video. I'll be back for my final selling point of CTIB, or I can hold a little longer. You know what? I'm gonna call this video what I look for pre-market. That'll work. One trade away.